Yo, what's up everyone, LegendBegins here, and we have a Christmas special this year. From the developers that brought you Sakuya Izayoi Gives You Advice and Dabs, we have Christmas Celebration with Sakuya Izayoi. And I'm sure I'm mispronouncing her last name, but I don't speak Japanese, so that's okay. So let's begin with this visual novel that I'm sure everyone was clamoring for. So this is the festival. Laugh in the background. Wow, it's so beautiful. Look. Hello, Sakuya. What a sight. I don't know how that shrine maiden came up with the idea for this festival. You see, visual novel episodes are interesting because it ends up just it's just me reading a book aloud without a lot of room for commentary, because obviously most of this is reading, and if I'm not reading, then the game isn't progressing. So apparently it is a yearly tradition for the outside world to hold these kinds of events every year. How exciting. But it seems to have been such a great idea, don't you think? Yes, I agree. I wonder where she got it from. That being said, there's so many things to do here. Let's explore the festival to the fullest. I wonder what we shall do first. Oh, look! There's the Oni from the underground. Go see what she's offering. Sick. What is up, Suika? Be sure to bring me some of what she's selling, too. Oh, no! It's Yuki! Okay. Okay. Potentially controversial opinion. I think that Yugi is way cooler than Suika, so sue me. Oh, and if you're interested, the coffee of the day, the creamer is not cinnamon roll this time. We have ice cream flavored creamer, thanks to, I think it's Cold Stone, who has their own weird brand of creamer. But I mean, it just tastes kind of like vanilla. I really can't taste it much at all, which I kind of like. Brings out the flavor of coffee rather than the flavor of the creamer. I don't use that much to begin with, but that's neither here nor there. Welcome! We got this special Oni sake straight from the underground for you to try. It'll knock you dead. Hopefully not literally.
My.
Oh, you're quite the fella, aren't you? Are you with that Sakuya lady? Maybe. Oh, who am I? Of course, where are my manners? I'm one of the 4 strongest creatures of the underground. I'm an Oni hailing from the underground, the former place itself. Name's Yugi Hoshiguma, but you can just call me Yugi. In terms of raw power, I am one of, if not the strongest Oni around. As for me, I'm not one to run these sorts of shops or stands. I actually prefer going out there and drinking. But I'd figure not so bad for a change of pace. You can bet, though, that I'll be making quite a scene at the after party, though. I'm sure you're familiar with Rainbow and Marissa, the Ordinary Shrine Maiden and the Magician of Paradise, however their titles go. I actually fought against those two before. They beat me fair and square in a Danmaku battle. Not that I was trying my hardest, though. That's so. That said, I never got to fight against Sakuya, though. I wonder how Sakuya holds up compared to those two. This is so much easier to read than the Magical Mystery Murder Train. What do you think? Is Sakuya stronger than them? It's spelled with the A, not the E. Come on. Sakuya stronger than me. Aha, no need to tell me, of course. Still, though, she seems like a nice enough lady, but be careful. I can tell just by looking at her that she's not one you want to mess with. So treat her right or you'll end up staring at 1,000 knives, ha ha ha. Oh, but you're for the sake, right? That's a lot. I don't really understand those dishes. You can't see my mouse, but they feel like they would spill so easily. At the same time, I think that, like, while you're walking, the wider the cup is, the harder it is for it to slosh out, because it's more difficult to get, like, a resonant frequency of the waves. There's, like, this cool, like, science behind it, but that's also not in the scope of this video. I'll tell you what. Also, I don't really remember whether or not it's the small or the big ones that splash more easily. I think it's the little ones that splash more easily. I like you, so I'll let you two have 2 cups for free. One for you and one for your Sakuya. Isn't that what the Christmas spirit is all about? There's this one other visual novel created by this developer that's about Sakuya, I think helping you deal with depression or something. I don't know if I want to play that one, but I can. Up to you. Just let me know what video games you want me to buy, and I will try to not blow my budget on, blow my entire Christmas budget on viewer requests. But yeah, let me know what you want me to play. I will try my best to find it. If it's on Steam, I'll play it. If it's not on Steam, then I'll try. I don't want to commit piracy, though. Be careful that this stuff ain't your ordinary sake. We only have a bottomless alcohol tolerance compared to you humans. This stuff is a lot different than what you may be used to. It'll knock you dead if you're not careful. Maybe literally, too. Cool. Well, it is rumored that there are some humans who can drink as much as an Oni. Have yet to meet one, though. Maybe you're one of them. Anyway, don't be shy. Take these and bring them to your lady and do her right tonight. If you, by any chance, you end up in the underground, come see me. I'll make you feel at home or die trying. Assuming you don't die trying to get there in the first place. I like Yugi. Take care now. She has, like, weird teeth. Like, it almost looks up here at the top like her gums. Like, again, you can't see my mouse, but it feels like she has, like, 2 fangs and then just gums on the top row of her mouth. Which I don't think is what they were going for, but, you know. Let's go ahead and just save. How do I exit the menu? I have a cup of coffee in my hand. It's hard to hit the escape key. Oh, you got the sake. Great, let's try it. Speaking of alcohol, did you know I can turn wine into grape juice? I did it once. What? Excuse me? What does that mean? Oh, is it just your time ability? Now that would just be a waste. You'll be the death of us, Oni. That's right, my power isn't limited to just throwing knives and manipulating time. Although who's to say what's the true nature of my abilities? What is this just... Is this a JoJo character? I happen to have the ability to turn wine into grape juice. Therefore, you should fear me and my strength. Familiar with trigonometry? A little bit. It's been a hot minute. Let's take the interior angle of a triangle. If you add up the interior angle of a triangle, it's always going to add up to 180 degrees. That's correct, but why is my Christmas episode turning into a geometry lesson? Can you imagine a triangle with all of its angles adding up to something way more than 180 degrees while still being a triangle? Yes, it's called you map it onto a sphere. Because in that case, you have 3 right angles that add up to, hold on, 270 degrees, and it's still a triangle. Get wrecked. I didn't want to hit the right click. Of course not, it's incomprehensible. That is not true. You just do it on a globe. You could even say it would drive you mad not to ever even see such a thing. You see, Sakuya over here is playing checkers while we're playing 4-dimensional chess. Such is the nature of my abilities. If you can understand, it's part of why I felt like an outcast early on. But believe it or not, there are still more complicated things in life, such as oxygen. I need to be reminded what that is. I don't understand the meme. I feel like there was once a joke in one of the series about oxygen. Wasn't that in Toho 18? Where, like, if you're playing a Sakuya, you go into the cave, and she's like, I don't even know what oxygen is. That might have been a different character, or a different game. But I think that's what happened. Regardless, you know, if you think about it, every chess game with the timer mechanic, where you have only a certain amount of time to play moves, is, in a sense, 3-dimensional chess. Because now you're dealing with the length, the width, and the movement in time. So, that's something to think about. But anyways, we're still here to have fun, not for math lessons. Could have fooled me. I suppose I'm talking too much about myself. What kinds of talents can you do? You may have some unique quirks or talents about yourself that only a few people can do. For example, maybe you're really good at shuffling cards or throwing knives. Okay, now you're just showing off. Perhaps you're really flexible. She is flexing, that's for sure, or can mimic other people's voices. It can be beneficial to be proud of these and show it off to people who really enjoy them. I'm great at mimicking my voice and voices that are derivatives of my own. It can really help make the moment that much more memorable. For example, I can never spill a single drop from my sake dish. Speaking of sake, you two should drink it now before... It's not going to spoil in 5 minutes. Like, what are we dealing with? Lobster? Which I also don't think actually spoils in 5 minutes, but that's neither here nor there. Well, for these kinds of festivities, I'm all for drinking. Bottoms up. Wait a sec, Sakuya. Oh. I want to savor this moment. Do it one person at a time. I want to see the human drink it first. Haha, that seems like fun. What do you say? All right, whenever you're ready. Uh-oh. Whatever that little shake was, I'm sure it wasn't good. Should have seen your face right now. Wish I could savor this moment forever. Wow, I have to agree with the Oni. You definitely look really, very cute, that's for sure. Thank you. Oh my, are you okay? Maybe I'm not enough in the Christmas spirit right now. I feel like I'm just playing a visual novel. But what is truly being in the Christmas spirit other than sharing drinks with Sakuya? It looks so good, even after only having one sip. That Oni sake is really strong, huh? Whoa, take him to Entei sake. I think he's really going to die at this rate. How much did I drink? Don't worry, I got this. Spell card sign, time dilation. There, did you feel better already? Wow, what did you do? Compared to before, he looks as strong as an Oni now. Well, I can turn the grape juice into wine. I can do the reverse as well. Wait, didn't before you say you could turn wine into... What? Isn't this the same thing she just told us that she could do? Because earlier she was like, oh, I can turn wine into grape juice, and then Yugi was like, oh, you'll be the death of us, Oni. Which I thought was because she would get rid of all the alcohol, Did I misread, or did the developers just pull a weird? I reversed aged the sake in your body. The sake in your body is not nothing more than white rice. Then. It's spelt with an A when you're doing comparisons. Then is for time. When you say something happened, then something happened, you use the E. If you're saying that something happened compared to something else, you use the A. But maybe they're trying to do some sort of meta analysis here, because Sakuya controls time. All of her thans become then, because everything is a then to Sakuya. I'm sure that's exactly the level of metafiction they were going with. That should go down much easier now. Don't worry, you're always safe with me around. Okay, that's really sweet. It's my duty as the head maid to protect those I care about. Okay, that's less sweet. Besides, I can't have you dying on me yet. There's still more to do at this festival. I hear another member of the underground is helping out with the cafe around the corner. Let's check it out. Thanks again, Oni. Maybe we'll have a Danmaku battle someday. Oh ho ho, looking forward to that. Stay safe, you two. And let's see what it is. Here is your food. Oh, you two look so cute together. I'm jealous. Oh my, did you hear that? The pointy-eared waitress called us cute. Who's the waitress? Suppose we do look nice together. Eehee. She did sound a little bitter. I wonder who hurt her. Probably you at some point, Sakuya. Well, I'm sure she'll be okay. I'm glad we can finally sit back and relax. This cute little cafe feels so cozy. Why don't you try some of the sake? No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was cake. The word that was given to me was cake. Spelt with an S and not a C. No, spelt with a C and not an S! Ah! Before we go any further, I have some questions to ask you. Would you ever consider working as a butler? No. I like my job. I know I said I'll always be here for you and understand that you have your own goals and aspirations. But we could use a person with an actual brain at the mansion. I mean, maybe, but like not as a butler. If you need like an IT guy, sure. Absolutely. I really like to keep around the ferry maids, but between you and me, they're not all that useful. Actually, it's a bit of an open secret that they're kind of useless. Yeah. She even took in hobgoblins at one point as well. I thought that said hemoglobin, which I was like, I guess it makes sense for Vermelia, but, you know, whatever. At least they were more helpful, I suppose. I guess what I meant is that it would be nice to have another human working with me. Especially if that human is you. Aw. This coffee's good. I can't lie, it would be a lot of work, but it would be so rewarding as well. No, I'm good. That's why I enjoy cleaning. You leave something in a better place than what it was before. Versus my job, where I leave something in a much worse place than it was before, in a sense. I guess in a way, I'd imagine that we'd both be in a better place than before if you come work with me. We have plenty of room there, too. You'll have free room and board while you're working at the mansion. Of course, there's plenty of space for you in my room if you want to move in there instead. Eehee, well, there's no pressure. I'm just letting you know. Respect whatever decision you may come across. No, I want my own... Why would I want to share my space with someone else? That's annoying and painful. Obviously not. Oh, the tea is getting cold. Let's dig in. I'm not having a lot of fun, but there's still much more left to do. Come on. Let's see. Oh, do you smell that? It smells absolutely delicious. I know that we just ate at a cafe, but I could go for seconds. Go ahead and eat some... Get some food for us. There's something about the distance from my monitor I'm thinking that's making it hard to read. Also, what is with the goofy Nazarene in the back right? I like it. And then I see Marissa on the left and the girl I never bothered learning the name of in the middle who sells the little like food truck dessert, or the food truck snacks. Oh, hello there, human. Mistia. Okay, well, I guess that answers it for us. I see we're drawn by the smell of my cuisine. Don't worry, I'm not playing tricks on you. This grilled lamprey really does taste as good as it smells. What's a lamprey? It's like a fish, right? Is it an eel? Why is Nazarene giving us a continued creepy stare? But no, what is a lamprey? Hold on, I gotta look this up. Hey Siri, search Google images for lamprey. We're gonna figure out what this is together. Okay, thank you, Siri. I guess I'm just going to guess it's a type of eel. You know, I think I fought her once before. She was with the vampire boss, Vermelia. Boy, were they tough. My best spell cards were no match for them. Even with my ability to make them near blind, they effortlessly dodged my Danmaku and overpowered me. Huh, why were they fighting for me? Or why were they fighting me, you ask? Well, they were out to resolve an incident, something about the moon of the night being weird or something. Oh, that must be the Imperishable Night incident. And I just happened to be in the way, even though they said I wasn't up to anything bad. Even though I said I wasn't up to anything bad. We Yukai are always the prime suspects when anything suspicious happens. Probably because it's always your fault. Though I can't say I blame them, my powers are pretty terrifying. Aw, come on, don't look at me like that. I was just exaggerating. My powers aren't actually that scary. Oh, I missed one. What did she say? I'm not that mean to humans, not anymore at least. You know, I'm more into playing the guitar these days. Says you can't harm any humans. We're all coming together for the festival in the spirit of Christmas. We totally get exterminated by the Shrine Maiden. She can be really scary too, you know? I think that people often overlook just how scary Reimu is. She's kind of ridiculous. Speaking of the Shrine Maiden, doesn't her red and white outfit make her perfect to be, I don't know, some kind of gift giver? Haha. All right, you're here for the lamprey. Well, you're kind of nice, so I'll let you have some for free. Why don't you come see my performance sometime? Ehehe. Anyways, now have fun and enjoy the food. Thanks for fetching this for us. Speaking of this food, do you know what the vendor of this grilled lamprey gets people to buy her? Do you know how it gets her to buy her food? They say she blinds people traveling across from her stand and makes it so that the only light they can see is the one emitting from her stand. This makes the poor victims drawn to her stand, and she starts sounding like somebody from JoJo. And they are told that buying the lamprey will cure their blindness. Once they eat the food and eat it, she lifts the blindness immediately. I'm sure you can imagine how this attracts customers, even repeat ones. It is also known as assault and fraud and false marketing. So that's exciting. It's a rather cruel tactic, but I guess yokai, that's spelled differently, will do anything to thrive in Gensokyo. That said, I'm not sure she's still doing that nowadays. I hear she's into playing the guitar. I hear performances are very popular. Maybe we should check it out sometime. Sure, don't be afraid, I'll protect you if anything happens. Haha. Though, I understand what you must be thinking. If we were enemies, how can we get along? You might be pondering. And yes, it's a fair assessment. We fought against people who have started major incidents that have threatened our very livelihoods. Yet somehow, at the end of the day, we can all just call it a day and have a picnic party together. I don't fully understand it myself, but resolving incidents and battling is hard work. We might as well relax and unwind after it's all over. Here in Gensokyo, we're a small and tight-knit community. We're all we've got. I want to make a choice. Let me make a choice, game. So it's important to put aside our differences as soon as they're no longer a threat. Besides, if they ever try to start something again, we can always kick their butts. A part-time incident resolver myself, you know. We're just that confident in our abilities, I suppose. It's true, she has been the protagonist for several games, so I will give her credit for that one. Furthermore, you never know if they will help us too. It can't hurt to put aside differences sometimes and learn to get along, even if it's just for a small moment. And if it's revenge you want, that I is capitalized in if, just remember a rotten flower will wither away on its own. I'm really sensitive about these grammar things sometimes, I don't know why. That said, though, have you ever eaten a grilled eel before? Probably not, I bet. But honestly, this tastes really good. Okay, a lamprey is an eel, then. It is said that the kind of food people eat tells a lot about them. I like Italian food and Mexican food and anything fried and most meats and cheese and breads. I like food. I'm not quite sure about that, but I do cook only what you might call high-class and refined food around the mansion, especially for Amelia, so maybe it's true. I feel like you get kind of sick of that, though. Sometimes you just need something simple. Though I've eaten other kinds of foods that people around here have made, and I was blown away a few times. Most of the time, you want to stick with what you're comfortable with, but there's nothing wrong with having a cautious but open mind. Although, while it's important to try new things, there's nothing wrong with sticking to what you're comfortable with. Yeah, for me, I'll try pretty much anything, with the exception of I don't want to do raw meats, I don't want to do organs, and I don't want to do bugs. Most anything else is fair game. And I'm sure that the sushi crowd is going crazy. But you know what? Stinks to be you. Oh my, the fireworks are starting. We should have headed to the main plaza sooner to get the best view. I did say we should enjoy this event to the fullest after all. But still, what shall we do? Oh, I have an idea. You know, in Gensokyo, anyone can learn the ability to fly. Oh, is that so? Myself included. What do you say I lift you high up in the sky so we can enjoy the view a little better? She's gonna drop me like a bird, isn't she? Just be like, hey, you gotta learn to fly in 5 seconds. Don't worry though, I'm a little stronger than I look, you know? Alright, here we go! Are you ready for the fireworks? Dunlock was all about power and I'll prove it to all of you. Uh-oh. Spell card sign, Stardust Reverie. Thank you, Marissa. That's a pretty image. I like that.
Close your eyes.
Whoa. Got some Sakuya ASMR going on in the background. Oh, come on. At least voice the rest of them. At least voice the second. Wow. I don't know what I was going for there. At least voice the second sentence. Ta-da! What do you think? I know it's not exactly in line with Christmas. But I really but I just really wanted you to see me in a kimono. Thanks, Sakuya. I don't have to wear outfits like these, you see. At any rate, what did you think of the fireworks? Personally, I thought they were absolutely stunning. This is a pretty image. You know, we use Danmaku as a show of beauty and power, but Danmaku also makes for really good fireworks. Wouldn't you agree? So, I'm guessing that, like, every visual novel uses the same engine, because I definitely feel this. I've seen, like, these kinds of interfaces before, and there's not really, like, that much of a use for saving here. Quick save. As a matter of fact, some people in Jinsoku even participate in ranking Danmaku on a scale of 1 to 10. I even participated in those a few times. Participants would show off their best Danmaku abilities, and I, along with the likes of Reimu and Marissa, would rate them. But I suppose it's fair to say that most of the participants' Danmaku were good, but there was one participant who I could not give a good score to no matter what, not at first at least. It was a rat Yukai named Nazrin. Never fought against her unlike Reimu and Marissa, but I'm not a fan of rats. When I first saw her Danmaku, I gave her a score of 5. That's kind of, it's kind of racist, Sakuya. Speaking of that, have you seen her around here by any chance? I can't help but feel like she's been around the whole time. Either way, what does Christmas mean to you? I can't say I'm very religious, but I say it feels very important. It seems like a place where everyone can just come together and have fun, and I think that's very good. I can definitely understand why it's celebrated so much in the outside world. So what about you? Do you feel the same way, or perhaps there's more to it for you? Whatever reason is perfectly fine and valid, because we all just want the same thing deep down. Is that true? I would contest that Nazrin wants cheese deep down. We should host events like this more often. That said, I think that with these fireworks, that's all for the festival tonight. I had a really good time tonight, but don't think this is over, far from it. As a matter of fact, we're going to the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Come on now. Oh my, I wonder what's so dark down here. Careful, watch your step. Ah, this should turn the lights back on. Aw, that's cute. Surprise! Merry Christmas! Aw. Oh well, we finally meet again. But isn't the human? Have you finally come to your senses and decided to work under me? What did I do to make everyone like me? It certainly isn't my charming and stunning personality, that's for sure. Events like these are fun, but if I don't have more humans to fear me, I'll die from boredom. No need to pressure, my lady. We meet again, human.
I have to tell you, it was quite something to read all those Christmas stories and books just to get the surprise just right.
Thank you, Patchouli.
Yeah, Patchouli reads a lot about the true Christmas stories. I can't believe that they made an entire tradition based on the design of my wings. The outside world is cooler than I thought.
I mean, your wings are, they're pretty, but like, what would be the Christmas tradition? Is it like hanging up the lights? Multicolored lights, is that what she's going for? Or, oh, maybe she's talking about putting ornaments on Christmas tree branches. That's my guess. Mystia. Oh! Oh, interesting. Mystia's here. Check it out. There's a few gifts from the outside world we've been waiting to show you in Sakuya. Why is Mystia here? Like, no, did she turn the lights out? Or is it trying to say that Mei Ling is talking? Oh my, what a lovely drawing. Is this just fan art? Wonder what's inside the present. Oh, Sakuya, you look especially cute in this one. Wonder if I can get a coat like that. When are you gonna give me a present? And me, don't forget about me too. Guest arc is done by Spooky. Very cool. I like that. I love featuring guest art, or art in this visual novel. That's cool. More piece of artwork. Christmas theme maid outfit actually looks so good on you. Well, then it said Mei Ling, like it should have. Why didn't I think a dress design like this one before? I really, really like this one. I want an outfit like that. This artwork done by Emerald Kitty on Twitter. What a nice design. Patchouli, Sakuya, I demand you make us all Christmas-themed outfits for the party. It's probably a little too late for that. All right, human doesn't know about it. I don't know much about Christmas, but what I do know is that I won't be one-upped by a bunch of puny humans in the village. I'm hosting the most magnificent Christmas after-party in my name. Everyone across Jinsoku will know that only I hold the best events. Everyone is invited. Everyone is here. So be sure to have lots and lots of fun. It is not optional. The fun is mandatory and you will enjoy it. I like it. It actually starts in about 5 minutes, so get ready. I'll be in the corner if anyone needs me. I have so many dance moves to show off. I wonder if there's any humans willing to spar with me. Then, as the mistress commands, let's all do our best and have fun. You know, it's fitting right after we finish. Oh man, this is gonna air before. Right after we finish Luna Nights, we go on to another game about Sakuya. But I haven't aired the finale of Luna Nights, so Yeah, let's just say that editing it is going to be annoying, and there's a lot to it. So there's that. That was one exciting party. I suppose you need a place to stay now. Here is good. Go on, you first. My room will do just fine. You must be so tired. You're free to sleep here as long as you want to. I have a bit of cleaning to do, so it might be a while. Thanks, Sakuya. What's that? Oh my. Is this what I think it is? You know, I did a little bit of research for Christmas myself. I think I understand what that symbolizes. Well, I'm definitely still in a giving mood. Suppose I can take the night off. Come closer, close your eyes. Kiss me. I love you. Thanks, Sakuya. Appreciate that. Oh, and there we go. That's the game. I didn't get to make any choices, so thank you for joining me to read a book today. But I hope you enjoyed our Christmas special. This will be airing on December 25th at 10 a.m., and I'm saying that so I can't weasel out of it later and put it off. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this visual novel in the comments down below. I will not be refunding it even though I'm under the 2-hour time limit because that's a really jerk thing to do. Don't do that. And I appreciate you all watching, sticking through this journey with me. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!